So, in reference to lesbian pulp fiction, you've got a great website that sets this up for you. Tells a lot of the stories that I tell. You've got some of the covers. The main thing is I just wanted you to see how lesbians were portrayed, kind of like what Del Martin and Phyllis Lane are, why they want to create this group, the Daughters of Bilitis, like what lesbian women are up against. Most of my like favorite lesbian pulp fiction novels are in my office at Mount SAG, but I had a handful here. And then you can look at the website. You've got some images on your outline and in your PowerPoint. But I thought I'd share a few with you. So here is The Path Between. And this one says, the bizarre world of the outcast sex, women who seek their pleasures with other women. This one is Queer Affair, and this is not being used in a positive way in terms of self-identification. Theirs was a passion no man could share, Queer Affair, the novel that dares to tell the truth about perverse love. Whisper Their Love. Theirs was the kind of love they dared not show the world. And Warped Desires, because this would be warped, boldly probes the problem of the frigid woman forced by her own desperation into unnatural paths. So again, right, homosexuality is portrayed as something that's deviant or perverse, and that's why Del Martin and Phyllis Lyon are among the founders of this group, Daughters of Bilitis, and they give it this name because they want to be able to kind of hide, if you will, because women aren't going to feel completely comfortable going to a group that would be openly LGBTQ. Well, it's lesbian, so openly lesbian. And so they thought if they gave it the name Daughters, could sound just like the Daughters of the American Revolution, just some other women's group. And Bilitis was a poem. One of the women was reading a poem, the Songs of Bilitis. She was from a Greek poet. And so they thought maybe this way they kind of sound just like a reading group. But people in the know, like lesbian women would know, and other people in the community would know that Daughters of Bilitis was actually a group for lesbian women. So a couple of my favorite historical artifacts are connected with this. I'm so bummed I can't show them to you. I mean, I showed you some of the novels, but I also, when I was buying the novels, I kind of got a little carried away with some of the cover art, and so I started buying a lot. And one of the people I was buying from on eBay said something to me like, I sent me an email and said, I see you're buying a lot of these. And I mentioned, well, I teach, and so I'm using these in my classroom. And so she said, well, I have lots of these, and I'm moving, downsizing, and so I'll sell you my collection. So we started talking. Turns out this person knew Harvey Milk and was active in the community in the late 60s, early 70s. And she just boxed up all the books that she had and sent them to me. Sent me 4 separate boxes, and included in, I didn't really know what was coming. I just knew there were a handful like lesbian pulp fiction. And included in the box was an original copy of The Ladder, which was the Daughters of Bilitis newsletter. The Daughters of Bilitis actually had an FBI file because this was, suspect that they would be trying to argue that it should be like normal, that homosexuality was completely okay, which is, part of their goals was to get lesbians to realize that, but also to get the public at large to realize it. And so the inside cover of The Ladder actually lists like their goals. And I might have actually screamed when I opened the box and saw an original ladder in there. So maybe you can stop by my office whenever we get back to campus and check that out. I also have a signed copy of a book that was written by Del Martin and Phyllis Lyon. I not only screamed but probably cried when I saw that. So it's pretty incredible. And I love sharing it with students, so I'm sorry I don't get to show it to y'all this semester. But again, maybe you'll get a chance to see it some other time. Take care. Bye-bye.